Hey, good morning. It's the start of a new week, and we're out here getting cows going already this morning on that other allotment, Bears Ears allotment. We're on a pasture called Mormon, and I got Jaden and Wayne with me today, and we are drifting cows south. So we're at pretty high elevation, and the cows are right where they've been since we came off the mountain, and it's just time to take them south a little bit. And so that's what we're doing for the next few days, is we're just bumping these cows and getting them headed to lower elevation. So hope you enjoy the video. All right, so this is a little different country than that other permit we were on, and it's got a lot more trees and brush and a little harder to find the cows and get the cows out of here. We spend a lot of time over here riding and re-riding, finding cows. So anyway, we've got a little group of cows in front of us, and we're headed out to the highway here where we're gonna push them down the highway. All right, these cows are running on us, kind of giving us a hard time. They just dove off and went through these trees, so Jaden's down in front of me, and we're trying to get through this thick brush, get them out. All right, starting to pick up a few. Those other cows ran hard through the trees, and we hope we got them going in the right direction. And we came back and picked up a few more right here that we could see. All right, cows, let's go. Hey! All right, kind of getting these cows together here at this little pond, and we're going to start a few of them down the highway. All right, got a little ice on the pond this morning. A little chilly, but kind of a nice day. Okay, well, we got that little bunch through, and now we went to the other side of the pasture, which is called Cyclone, and we're just starting down the country over here. Gonna gather more cows and keep kicking stuff south. There's the Bears Ears. riding Glade today, and I've had him carrying the bit for the first half of the day, and now I just transitioned him over to, I took the bosal off and put the reins on this snaffle bit, and so he's now transitioning over to the bit. So we'll see how he does. Okay, picked up 3 of these first calf heifers. They're kind of by themselves out here in the trees and all lost. Got them to a dirt road and gonna take them and put them with the other bunch. All right, got them all together, pushing them down back out the road and down the country. All right, getting the cows going. I got them all together now and got them through the gate, and we're kicking them down the country just a little ways. They're really liking whatever this weed is right here. I don't know what it's called, but they're just really liking that weed. Yep. Hey! Hey, let's go! Hey! All right, got these cows out to a main dirt road here, and they can follow it down to where they're supposed to go. So we're gonna call it a day. We'll be back out tomorrow. Try to find the rest, do a bunch of re-riding. We got probably half the cows today. Good morning. We are back at it this morning, re-riding where we were yesterday, same area. And we got about half the cows yesterday, so today we're looking for the other half. We had a couple of cows that ran on us pretty hard, got in those trees, and we lost them. We know they're here, but they're kind of, I don't know, we know that they're the runners, and so anyway, brought the dogs today. We're gonna see if we can find them and get them down through the gate. Oh, sounds like the dogs are already got something over here. Let me go see. Let's go around this way, Jade. See what we got. Oh yeah, that's one of our runners. Right there, dog's got her, so that's great. Okay, we'll get her with this bunch, get them down the road. She's got a little bitty calf on her. She came off the mountain with a kind of a newborn, and so that's one that that calf we're gonna take home here in a couple of weeks. But this is one that ran on us yesterday, and we couldn't find her in these trees. So dog's got her today, and she's not running anywhere. Okay, we found a little bunch and got that cow with a little calf with them, and Jaden's holding them. And I am just checking back out here. I brought the dogs back out here to check. One of the runners yesterday is not here, so we're still looking for her. And she's kind of a traditional runner, so we know what she is and what she does, but I'm still out here looking for her. And anyway, Jaden's holding those cows, and If I don't find her, we're gonna head back here in just a minute and start them down the highway. Okay, picking up a few more cows here and there, getting a good little bunch together, so that's good. Riding Boudreaux today. Got the same setup I had on Glade yesterday. I've got my bit snaffle on him and this bow saw as well. So I'm gonna switch him over today too. See how he does. Okay, got back here to the pond. We've got everything gathered up, and there is the other runner right there. So that's good. Jaden found her. She didn't run away. So we're set and ready to go down the highway with these. Belle, come back here. All right, we're right here at the gate and just kicking them through and putting them in the next pasture. Up, 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 up. Okay, got those cows through the gate. Now we're on the other side of the pasture and starting to ride this side and gonna gather up a few more cows. Got a few right here I'm gonna pick up and we'll start them down the country the same direction. Oh, George, he's down there harassing them already. Come here, George, they're good. Let them walk. Okay, got the cows through the gate. And we are going to ride back to the truck. Call it a day. So we got a few more. We're still missing a good bunch, but we got a few more through. All right.
Good day.
The weather is crazy nice today. So we're enjoying the day for sure. All right, good morning. Well, we are just doing some rewriting again today. It seems like that's what we've been doing the most of this week. We're back up in Cedar Mesa here looking for cows that we haven't got moved down yet. And I think we're short probably like 30 cows, but we're having a hard time finding them. So we're just riding circles and checking all the water and seeing if we can find anything down here this morning. Beautiful day, really nice day. So anyway, that's kind of what we're doing today. Wanted to just give you a couple of quick updates on stuff. We started kind of doing that colt starting video. Knew that not everybody would be interested in that, but those colts are coming along pretty nice, and we're not too far away from getting on them and being able to ride them. And I'll throw a couple of videos on here of just those colts and where they're at and what kind of progress they're making. But we hope to start to pack them, pack salt and stuff on them, use the pack saddles on them here in another couple of weeks. We'd like to be able to do that. So hopefully we can get them that far. But it's kind of been unseasonably nice this week. Last week was pretty snowy and miserable, and this week's been pretty dang nice. So we're not going to complain about having some good weather, and that gives us time to bring those colts along a little bit. Anyway, we'll head down through this country and see if we can find some cows this morning. Got quite a few elk in this lower country, and this is what they do to some of the trees down here. They just get rubbing their horns and beat the tar out of a cedar or pinyon tree. So the other day we saw a badger, and I wanted to show you kind of what these things do. You can see these holes. I mean, when they start digging holes, it looks like a dang minefield. And it's crazy because they're digging for these little pack rats or field mice or something that's under the ground. And you get running your horse or moving fast on your horse, and you all of a sudden hit a spot like that where there's about 50 holes. And it's just a really kind of a scary thing and dangerous thing when you're on a horse moving like that and hit one of those places. But I wanted to show you that's kind of what those badgers do out here. All right, just came into a little creek bottom here. It's got some water seeping down through it, and wanted to check here to see if there's been any cows or anything here that could be getting a drink. And there's nothing here. Just got a call from Jaden though, and he said that he found 4. So that's good. At least we didn't have a dry run. It's kind of weird. This creek will run dry for miles, and then all of a sudden you'll hit a spot like this where that water comes up from the ground, and it'll run for a couple of 100 yards, and then it goes back underground again. There's so many places that these cows can hide or disappear in, and all you can do is just keep checking water and keep riding. That's about all we can do to find them. Okay, one other thing I wanted to show you here that we see quite a bit out here, and that is we'll hit little areas like this, or just in the trees in the middle of nowhere, that are they're old Native American Indian ruins. And I mean, I don't know a whole lot about all that history and stuff, but They're Anasazi, and these mounds here are from what they call the basket maker era, where they built their homes and stuff up on the flats. They weren't in the cliff walls and stuff just yet. But anyway, I'll show you kind of what's here, just laying on the ground. Let me get off my horse. Okay, so you kind of walk through here, and you got to be a little bit careful because you can step right on stuff like this. That is a pottery shard, piece of an old pot. It's got a little bit of painting on it. Don't know if you can see that very good. Try to get it in the sun just right. You can see those black lines right there. It's just got some painting on it. There's also some red pottery right next to it, right there. Used a little different color clay to make that. And you walk down here, and there's a bunch more. Got this little area here, and it's just like a, well, I think people call it like maybe even a trash pile. It was where they used to throw their broken stuff. And there's just a lot of stuff littered all over the ground here. But I'll show you some of it's kind of cool. You can see that little piece of pottery there. Got a little bit of painting on it. And here's some cool painting on it too. That's even got a little bit of a different design to the pottery. Kind of neat. And then right here, it looks like there is part of an old grinding stone. You can see how smooth that is and how wore down it is. They used to use those to grind their grain and corn. They'd kind of push it like that. Anyway, this country is just littered with this kind of stuff and ruins. And you get off in these trees and you can find little places like this that are pretty much untouched. And you see a lot of really neat things. It's another little grinding stone. Really neat piece of pottery right there. All right, I better get back on my horse and get going. Get distracted here. Quit thinking about cows and start looking at really cool pottery and stuff. They elk worked that. These little bushes over pretty good, didn't they? Good grief. Right, we kind of moved to a different part of the pasture. and the wind's come up a little bit, so sorry about that. But we're finding a few cows over here. Dwayne over there picking those up. Jaden, I can hear him behind me, and he's got a few more. Okay, picking up a few more. It's a good little bunch now. I get down the highway and through the gate. All right, wind's picking up pretty good. Sure, it's plenty noisy. But we're just going to bump these cows down this highway a little bit and get them to where there's some water and call it good for the day. Got a storm coming in tomorrow, I think. That's probably why the wind's blowing. Well, good morning. We are just wrapping up our week. It's Saturday, and we've had a good week and got quite a bit accomplished. And well, we're still missing a few cows on that upper piece there, but that's the way it always is. So we'll be working on that probably for a few weeks, but had a good week. I wanted to give you a couple of quick updates on just a few things that are going on, and then I want to show you a project we've been working on for a while that we're kind of excited about. But let me turn this camera around and I'll talk about these colts over here. Okay, here's our 2-year-old colts that we are starting, and we have been doing that colt starting video with, and they're both coming along really well. The red colt is a little bit behind the buckskin because we started him 2 weeks later because of that bang he had on the side of his face there that you can see. But we had them both gelded, and they're pretty much healed up now and just ready to get going. We did a first saddle on the buckskin, and the sorrel colt will get his first saddle probably this next week, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, they're doing great, and if you want to see kind of what we're doing and the process or method that we use, you can go check out those colt starting videos. For a little while, we've been working on a project that we think is going to help us on the ranch, and one we're pretty excited about. And well, I'll just turn the camera around and show you. So there it is. This is a 1993 Dodge Ram. It's a gas engine, not a diesel, unfortunately. But we've just kind of got it put back together and got it running good, and it's something that we're going to be starting to use on the ranch a lot more. We are going to be using it in country where we can't pull trailers and we have to ride so far to get down to see the cows. I'll just kind of show you what we've done. We've just fixed this rack up and got it put on there and got a floor put in it. And we will be hauling horses in. We had to use just a little bit of hay string right here, just because that was just what we needed to do to make it authentic. Anyway, just a project we're pretty excited about, and hope to be driving that here shortly. You got Trayson over there hooking up the trailer, because today we are headed to a horse sale over in Colorado. I don't think we're buying any horses. I say that as a horse addict, and you know, of course, if there's a good deal, we'll be probably buying a horse, but we just wanted to go to see what the horse market's like and what prices are like. And because we just like horse sales, it does keep us kind of in touch with the market and helps us know what the market is, what we can expect.